In a major setback to Rahul Gandhi, Gujarat High Court upheld the Session Court's decision to deny Congress leader Rahul Gandhi a stay on his conviction in a defamation case related to his 2019 Modi surname remarks. The court deemed the order to be legally sound, stating that it would not result in injustice to Gandhi. As a result, Rahul Gandhi cannot contest elections or seek revocation of his suspended status as a member of parliament. However, Gandhi can now appeal to a larger bench of the same High Court or take the case to the Supreme Court, his last option. The Indian Institute of Technology will establish its first campus outside India in Zanzibar, Tanzania. The Memorandum of Understanding for setting up of IIT Madras was signed between the Ministry of Education, Government of India, IIT Madras and Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, Zanzibar, Tanzania, in the presence of India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, who is on a 4-day official visit to Tanzania to hold high-level talks and co-chair the 10th Joint Commission meeting with his counterpart. Jaishankar emphasized that this significant step highlights India's commitment to the Global South. India has again refused to support China's Belt and Road Initiative, making it the only country in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization to refuse to endorse the project, while member countries except India have endorsed China's BRI in a joint statement. India had also previously refused to support Xi Jinping's flagship trade and connectivity program, saying that while connectivity is very important, the sovereignty and territorial integrity of all countries must be respected. The SCO summit, chaired by Prime Minister Modi, was attended by Chinese President Xi Jinping, his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin and Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, among others. The Election Commission announced that political parties would now be able to submit their financial reports, contribution reports, audited annual accounts and poll expenditure statements through a special web portal. This is to bring more transparency to the electoral system. The technology-enabled system is also capable of receiving statements only from the party's authorized representatives, sending reminders to the registered mobile number and registered emails, and keeping incremental digital records. After facing backlash from India for failing to address the issue of Sikh separatists and terrorists, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau denied the allegations of being soft on terrorism and said that Canada has always taken serious action against terrorism and will continue to do so. In the past couple of months, 3 major anti-India incidents involving Sikh separatists have been reported. Justin Trudeau's statement comes after India summoned the Canadian High Commissioner in New Delhi over propaganda material, including posters containing threats to Indian diplomats being circulated in Canada and served a démarche to the Justin Trudeau government. India also accused Canada of misusing freedom of expression to advocate violence and support terrorism. The United States has urged a court in California to deny 2611 accused Tahavur Rana's habeas corpus petition against the extradition to India, reiterating that he should be extradited to India, where he is wanted for his involvement in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks. In May this year, a US court had approved the extradition of Rana, a 62-year-old Canadian businessman of Pakistani origin, to India. Rana is currently in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Los Angeles. In a grim turn of events, the United States Independence Day was marred by a wave of gun violence and bloodshed. The Gun Violence Archive reported at least 16 mass shootings across the nation from Friday evening to Wednesday morning, leaving 15 dead and 94 injured. These tragic incidents spanned across 13 states, including Texas, Washington, D.C., and Illinois. The spate of shootings forced President Joe Biden to confront this alarming situation, urgently calling on Congress to enact stricter gun control measures. PM Modi today arrived in the pole-bound state of Telangana and laid the foundation stone for a slew of infrastructure developmental projects worth Rs 6,100 crores in Warangal. Prior to this, PM Modi visited the Bhadrakali temple in Warangal and performed puja. While addressing a public meeting in the district, PM Modi said that as the manufacturing sector is providing employment opportunities to the youth, 50 new projects have been initiated in Telangana. Citizens of West Bengal exercised their franchise to vote for 3,317 Gram Panchayats, 341 Panchayat Samitis and 20 Zilla Parishads. Security forces from the centre and state were deployed on 61,636 polling booths. While polling was underway, incidents of violence were reported from various districts. Polling booths were vandalized and ballot papers were set on fire. At least 12 people were allegedly killed throughout the polling day. The Supreme Court extended the interim protection given to activist Teesta Setalwar from arrest in a case of alleged fabrication of evidence in connection with the 2002 Gujarat riots. A three-judge bench of Justices B.R. Gavai, A.S. Bopanna and Dipankar Datta also issued notice to the government on Setalwar's plea and posted the matter for hearing on July 19th. It also asked parties to file documents by July 15th. Setalwar approached the apex court when the Gujarat High Court rejected her regular bail last week. Olympian Mehraj Ahmed Khan and Bhuvnesh Mehendiratta Ratta will head a 12-member Indian shooting contingent at the International Shooting Sport Federation World Cup Shotgun Lunato 2023 in Italy, which began on July 8th. The event will also serve as a qualifier for the Paris 2024 Olympics. The Lunato leg, held at the Trap Conqueror shooting range, will be the 6th shotgun competition of the ISSF 2023 calendar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated the Indian football team after their triumph in the SAFF Championship final against Kuwait under captain Sunil Chhetri. Indian team clinched the SAFF Championship title in a penalty shootout as the game ended in a scoreline of 4-4 at the Sri Kantirava Outdoor Stadium on Tuesday. Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur also took to his Twitter handle to congratulate the Indian team for their victory. This was also the first time that India defeated two West Asian countries in a back-to-back match, after winning the semi-final against Lebanon, also on penalties. BCCI appointed former Indian pacer Ajit Agarkar as the chairman of the Senior Men's Selection Committee. Agarkar has been one of the most decorated players in the history of Indian ODI cricket and has represented the country in 26 tests, 191 ODIs and picked up 288 wickets with a cost-efficient economy of 5.07. Twitter has issued a legal threat to Meta, Facebook's parent company, following the successful launch of Meta's new Twitter rival, Threads. Accusing Meta of stealing trade secrets through the employment of ex-Twitter staff, Twitter's attorney sent a letter to CEO Mark Zuckerberg. With over 40 million sign-ups since its launch, Meta's Threads seeks to rival Elon Musk's Twitter by leveraging Instagram's vast user base. The Indian Space Research Organization announced that the Chandrayaan-3 mission will launch to the moon on July 14th. The spacecraft will lift off from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota at 2:35 p.m. ISRO announced after transporting the spacecraft encapsulated on board the rocket to the launch pad. Chandrayaan-3 is the third installment of the Chandrayaan series and is India's second attempt to achieve a soft landing on the moon's surface.